Greetings and salutations, viewers. It is I, Cybertron X, and you know what time it is? It's time for yet another crappy toy review! That's right, it's a crappy toy review. And what crappy figure can I review? Well, it's coming from a line that brought us some good toys and some bad toys. And they brought us Payload. Yes, movie Payload. Ooh, he's a Decepticon armored car. That's also, if you look closely here on the side, it says Armored Security Systems. No, or Services, which makes him an ass. Yes, it's Armored Security Services. He's an ass. But he also has the distinct feature of having another nickname, known as Pegload. And you'll find out why when I transform him. Now, Payload here is an armored car. Now, you're wondering, hey, I didn't see him in the live-action movie. Because he wasn't in the live-action movie. He was in the video game. Yes, he was one of the drones. Yes, which you could only beat by either waiting until he stopped just thrashing about, or you threw something at him. Yeah. Robot mode, vehicle mode, tires don't spin because of the gimmick. And he does have an awful gimmick. Now, to transform him, transformation is interesting. You're going to have, just pop that off. See? This pops off. You know, I'm going to just leave it off until I transform him. Now I'm just going to transform him real quick. See? This is why they call him Pegload. His head popped off. And there's the pegs to peg it back in. That's one. One piece, the head. Everything else on him is pretty structurally sound for transformation. I mean, his hands fold away really nice and neat. But he's still just a crappy toy. You let a gimmick overall. Now, if they made movie line figures like they should have, the gimmick should have been okay. And another thing I hate is his feet. His feet are rather disturbing. Let me put the thing back on. Yes, there we go. Here's Payload. Now, Payload's feet look like this. Yes, they're the top of the cab of the car. If you don't have it lined up right and have him standing in a certain way, he'll fall over. Which is basically you have him walking around with a butt in the air. His gimmick, you push this, and a big claw comes out of his chest. Yeah. And it doesn't spring in all the way. You gotta push it back in. I mean, and if you turn his head, you know, this does come off real easily. This is why he's a crappy toy. Yeah, he looks good, but he's very, doesn't stand. He's a crappy toy. He is a very crappy toy. So, you know, like I said, it's a movie line figure. It's Payload, Pegload, ass. It's ass. This is Cybertron X. I review crappy toys so you know not what to buy. Farewell.